Hello and welcome to The Bounce. This is your number one podcast for everything basketball in Nigeria and across Africa. I am your host, Ojay, and today I'll be pinching into some of the activities that have been happening in and outside the Nigerian basketball community. Focus will be on the Zenith Bank Women's League, the Men's Premier League, and a little gist from the board of the Nigerian Basketball Federation. So stay with me and don't touch that dial. This year's MBBF Zenith Bank Women's Basketball League, I would say, is the most exciting in the last decade. I mean, nobody was expecting Zenith Bank to step up and take charge of the final eight, but I'm so glad they did, and I believe everyone is happy they did. Like one of my friends said, Zenith Bank put body for this one. I mean, aside the prize money, which was very huge compared to what it used to be in the past years, 7.5 million naira for the first position, 5 million naira for the second position, and 3 million naira for the third position. Every other thing was also on point. Talking about the floor, the lighting, the branding, and the side attraction during the tournament. I mean, we had Weber Dunkers who came to showcase, and then a whole lot of other exciting activities, to keep the fans and audience engaged. Congratulations to Dolphins Basketball Club, the winners of this year's league. I mean, nobody expected that to happen. Personally, I would have, yes, I rated them amongst the top five, but then I didn't see them making top two, not even talk about becoming the champions. But I mean, everybody loves a great comeback story, and I mean, it's really, really inspiring to see Dolphins crawl their way back to the top. Dolphins Basketball Club was one of the top teams in Nigeria up until 2018 before they lost their former team owner, Mr. Wale Abodirin, who was a philanthropist and also the CEO of Punch newspaper. Sadly, it was an unfortunate event and it really shook the team, so they lost, should I say, their balance, and the team building and gradually coming back under the new leadership of Mr. Olumide Oyedeji, who's also CEO and president of Hoops and Reed Basketball Club. What Dolphins has achieved this year is something that I had foreseen, but I mean, it came sooner than I expected. I mean, after that little shake that they had, instead of assembling a team, they chose to build a team, and they've kept same crop of players for at least 3 years, and they've been building from scratch, brick by brick by brick. I knew eventually they were going to be a formidable force again, because they used to be, but I didn't see it happening so soon. So I'm really excited for the team, and also I'm really excited for the new team owner, and as well, for the previous team owner and everyone who used to support Dolphins Basketball Club. I mean, it's a reawakening. So Dolphins fans, congratulations. Dolphins players, congratulations. And everyone who used to associate with the team before now, everyone who believed and trusted the process, congratulations. First Bank came second. Was really hoping they'll come back and win this year, but it's a good process. They're also struggling to come back to their number one spot. MFM came third. They were the defending champions, and at least they still kept a medal position this year. So congratulations to the top three teams, and I believe next year is going to be really, really exciting. Now, talking about the men's league, there's been a lot of drama, and I think this year's drama is on a whole new level. From teams pulling out of the league. I mean, about 3 teams refused to participate in the league. And I wouldn't say refuse, were unable to participate in the league for various reasons. And some other teams are just hanging on the edge, trying to maintain their their league spot, and a few teams actually competing to qualify for the Basketball Africa League. One of the most controversial things this year is, for some reason, the federation has decided to tag some players as foreign based players. I mean, it doesn't really make any sense that for someone who grew up in Nigeria, started learning their basketball in Nigeria, played in the Nigerian league, and the only reason they had to go and play the league in the neighboring countries is just because there was no league in Nigeria. Now they're coming back to play a scrappy league, and you are tagging them foreign-based players. Make it make sense. I'm a Nigerian. I have a Nigerian passport. I was born and raised in Nigeria. I played basketball in Nigeria, and then now you're referring to me as a foreign player because I played one quick league in a neighboring country, neighboring African country, and you're referring to me as a foreign player. So what are we now going to call players who are not born in Nigeria, or who are not playing in Nigeria, or who have never played in Nigeria, and they are coming back to play in our local league? How do we call those players? Do we say they are foreign players? Double foreign players. What I mean doesn't make any sense. First off, because these players went to play in another country, a whole lot of money was paid to clear them, come back and play in Nigeria, which is standard practice anyways. Because before you play the league in two federations, that's under two different FIBA federations, they have to pay a clearance fee. These teams did their due diligence, paid the clearance fee, and these players are now being referred to as foreign players. It's sad. I mean, it's really sad. I feel like one of the reasons why the federation the board keeps getting away with some of these rules they make is because there's no unity, or because selfish interests thrive a lot in our basketball ecosystem. Because if team owners and players agree to something, I mean, we're bigger than the board, but it's just sad that we don't see this. Yeah, whatever it is, I mean, they have the knife and they have the yam, so they'll cut it the way they like. And if those people who are not satisfied with their own cuts, they'll find their way to maybe get bigger cuts, or maybe just leave the yam and the knife for whoever is doing the cutting. Now, the federation, the board of the federation. A lot of people have been asking me, when is the next elections? Who is contesting next? I mean, the focus mainly is this particular board, when their time will finish, because it seems like everyone is tired. I don't know what they are doing so bad. I'd like to hear your opinions. What do you think they have done so bad that people want them out so soon and so quick, and everyone is just eagerly waiting? So I'll try to answer a few questions based on the little knowledge that I have, and I hope I get it correct. And I also like to hear your contributions in the comment section. Now, this current board was elected their second term started in January 2022. Now, according to the constitution, one tenure is 4 years. So 2022, so if you calculate it correctly, I believe their tenure is supposed to expire in January 2026. Now, there's a twist to it. It was alleged that this current board, they're trying to find a way around getting a third term. But if you recall, this third term issue was exactly what caused the factional issue we had in 2018, which has, really messed up the whole basketball in Nigeria. So I don't understand why they would want to take us back, to what actually caused this trouble. I mean, they have done their 8 years. They should step aside and let somebody else come in and let's see what they can do. But like I said, it was alleged, so there's no public statement to say that they actually wanted a third term. Now, in order to stay in power, it was also alleged that they were seeking for tenure elongation. How and why? Although the elections were conducted in January 2022 and the board was inaugurated by FIBA in January 2022. However, the ministry, as at then, which is now the National Sports Commission, officially inaugurated the board in October 2022. And before October 2022, was the board working? Were they, taking charge and doing or were they fully in charge of the operations of basketball? Yes. So trying to get a tenure elongation is just a strategy to stay in power till October. And there's a letter circulating on the internet that's from the National Olympic Committee that said this board was inaugurated in January, not October, and they were communicating to the National Sports Commission that the Federation election for basketball has to be in January 2026. Yes. So I hope you got a thing or two from there. And if there's something particularly that you want to find out, let's hear in the comments. I'll do my findings and I'll try to bring it up to you. Yes. Now, who is going to contest for the position of the NBBF president? So far, the only person that I'm sure of is Olumide Oyedeji. Every other candidate has not clearly stated their interest, although there are certain people in the background that I'm hearing 18 or 2, So let's hear in the comments who you would want to be the next NBBF president. Next up on the bounce, I'll be diving into I'll try to enlighten us on some of the requirements and how the process of getting into the board and becoming a member of the board, before you can contest for the president, and which positions are on the board and how people can get into those positions. Yeah, so if you would want to know about that, let me know in the comments. And if you want to know about something else, let me know in the comments. Yes, so for now, this is all I have for you, and I hope it was worth your time. Don't forget to subscribe to Hood TV on YouTube and follow the Bounce with Ojay on Instagram. Cheers.